That time, I had hired a young kid, 18-year-old young man, to work as a technician.
I needed an engineer to work on Breakout for me. And it was a game that I designed, and I couldn't get any of our engineers to be interested in it because everybody thought that the ball and paddle games were dead.
That gentleman was named Steve Jobs. He had a friend, Steve Wozniak, that was very bright, worked at Hewlett-Packard.
Steve Jobs came to me one day and he said, Nolan Bushnell, founder of Atari, wants a one-player version of Pong. And you'll hit balls against bricks and they'll disappear and you'll go behind the bricks and eventually you'll knock them all out. He described it to me, pretty complete game. And it was a hit. It was very complicated and this was a half-man-year job. But I thought I was the hottest engineer ever, and so did Steve. So I said, I'll try. We didn't sleep for those 4 days. We both got the sleeping sickness, mononucleosis, and it was so incredible. And I felt, oh my God, I get to make a game that kids are going to play in arcades. That is the most incredible thing in my life.
I came into work one day, and they said, hey, look at this, Al, and here was this totalist game Breakout. I had never heard of it, it wasn't on the schedule, the plan. Where did this come from? I was stunned. It was a good game, but what the hell's going on? Oh, Nolan did it. Nolan got, okay. And he told Steve, because he wanted to be cheap. Woz designed it with like 15 chips. It was amazing. It was unbelievable.
Steve was sort of the manager, the oversight. He ran the whole thing. He was sort of the leader of this project. He brought it to me. So I never spoke to anyone but Steve. I never even spoke to Nolan Bushnell or anything. To me, the money didn't matter. What the deal was, I don't really know.
What happened was Wozniak came up with this idea for a home computer, which was kind of strange at the time. I'm a nerd and I liked it, but why would you want a computer in the home for? There was no software or any of that stuff. So I set a meeting up with Joe Keenan, and Joe rejected it, and we kind of agreed. It was an unknown market. We were growing so fast at that time we couldn't handle it, and Joe and Steve never really got along that well.
Steve is I perceived him as very smart, very intense. He was a very intense young man. I never expected that his company would be as big and as successful as it is, because I had a chance to own a third of it for $50,000, and I said no.
I've regretted that.